can take that. And thus, men can be a weaker sex. You know, it is possible. You know, I feel like sometimes we do feed into that stereotype about us, and we use that sometimes to kickstart and ignite. You know, once we incorporate that with our feminine wiles and all other stuff like that, we absolutely use that sometimes to get our way. I believe it, and I'm woman enough and I'm ladynist enough to admit that. You know, you can be a feminist and say, yes, I'm gonna fuck my way to the top. Okay, do that. But then don't turn around and say, oh, well, you know, I felt the pressure of the patriarchy to do that. No, you felt that you would get ahead by giving head. Own that shit. But it's because of the traditional depiction of women and the morality of that. And, oh, a woman who sleeps around and who does that, you know, she's less than. Then again, you fold into the stereotype of what a woman is and how she should be. You concede to that. And then when you concede to that to cover up the actions, we then say, oh no, I didn't want to do that. It was the patriarchy. It was the pressure from the men that made me want to do that. You know how many times a day I think about going into sex work and saying, you know what? If somebody asks me how the hell you went from editorial to sex work, I tell them, listen, the money was there. And own that shit. And not say, oh, it's because I have daddy issues. I know, you know, like men treated me like shit. So I decided that I was going to go shake my ass. And like, you know, no. I don't know. Not with it. Not for it. Now, I don't know how many women I've rubbed wrong by saying this. But again, like I said, in a ladyish state of mind, especially with my this absinthe, which is really coming through. I love mixing absinthe and wine together because I feel like they complement each other so well, especially this white absinthe. You know, we do that shit. We do that shit. And you know what, as a ladyist, what I will do on this episode is admit to some of the shit that I said in the last episode about being jealous. Yeah, we're human. We can be jealous and stuff like that, you know. But again, I had to just realize, like, this shit wasn't for me. I realized after listening to the episode that I really did sound bitter when it came to that, quote, cute girl, and then quote. And I was. I'm gonna own that. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it and swallow it and shit it out. And take whatever nutrients is in there, which is not any. Because I was envious. And like I said, I think there is a difference between envy and jealousy. And I forgot what I saw online, but they were like, jealousy is wanting what another person has, wanting the same thing a person has. Envy is feeling like the person who has it, you deserve it more than the person who has it, and you want it and believe you deserve it more than the other person. Jealousy is like, oh, she's eating ice cream, I want ice cream. Envy is, I want that ice cream cone that she has, she doesn't deserve it, and so I want to take it from her and have it. Right? And I was envious, and I used the term envious. I was envious because this person, they had a lot going for them, right? You know, people thought they were cute. I personally did not think that, at least in college, that they weren't the cutest thing that I saw. Like, I've seen cuter women, and I think I'm woman enough and ladyist enough, but I'm absolutely woman enough and secure enough in my sexuality, which is mostly straight, to admit when I see another beautiful woman, and I did not think she was the most beautiful thing that I had ever seen. I've seen other women who I think are just striking and gorgeous, and I mean, like, face to face, like, women. And I thought I have a high threshold on what I think cute is, And so I don't think everybody is cute. Sorry, everyone's not cute. Especially because I peg a lot of people's physical appearance into their personality as well. I'm a firm believer in personalities being a basis of attraction. I'm a firm believer in that. I firmly am attracted to people's personalities, and I think those blossom their appearance. And so with her, I thought she was okay looking. I thought she was all right. I didn't think she was like the cutest thing since I don't even know what's super cute. What's super cute? Who is super cute? I don't think she was on like Zendaya levels. I think Zendaya is cute. I don't think she was on Zendaya levels. I don't think she was on who do I really consider cute? I don't even know. To tell you. I told you my threshold is really high. I also think that Steve Urkel was sexy as fuck, but that don't mean nothing. I think she was an attractive woman. I'm gonna say it that way. I think she was an attractive woman. I think she's gotten a lot cuter now, but she also does a lot of extra stuff to enhance her appearance. And I also am not a fan really of that. I don't like when you kiss a person, you can feel like, the 5 layers of makeup on their face. I don't like that. Not saying that she does that, but I think she may occasionally do things like that. But she was attractive, she was doing really well in school. She was doing really well in other things that we did in common. And she had this boyfriend. And I think the thing that didn't make her attractive to me, like I said, was the fact that, like, the way in which she spoke about him and the way in which she talked of their relationship, it was kind of like this, he can't do better than me. I'm the best thing that he's ever had. He played too much, mentality. I'm cute. I got a fat ass. I'm adorable. People love me. So he needs to be thankful for what he got. And I'm kind of like, why is it that it sounds almost like you have to validate your worth in this relationship by invalidating his ability to, like, do better? Like, it's like he can't do better than me. So I don't know what makes him think that he can treat me this way. It's like, are you above that treatment? And if he's treating you that way, then clearly there's an indication that you're not above that treatment and you're not going to be the end all be all for this person, And the envy in that was like, I envied this girl's confidence. I envied her ability to say shit like that about her man. I envied that she had all of these things going for her. And despite hating the way that she spoke about him and about their relationship, I was like, yo, I don't have that shit. I wish I had the balls. You see, this is where, let me say, I wish I had the vagina, not the balls, because balls are really soft. Balls are not the hardest part of any person's body. They are, in fact, the softest part of a man's body. But I wish I had the vagina to say shit like that, or to do things like that. I envied her trajectory. I envied the fact that this girl had it going for her. She literally had it going for her, and she continued to have things going for her. She went on. She had a really good life, really good profession, path, life, marriage, kids, all that extra shit going for her. Right? And I could see it from there. Right? She was ambitious, go-getter, absolutely doing the thing. So I envied that. And I envied that in addition to all of that, the attitude that I didn't like that she would have sometimes was the thing that apparently attracted guys to her. I envied that. That level of confidence, despite the way that it was formulated, whatever, despite the secret sauce of her confidence was that, I envied that. I envied her that. Because I didn't have that confidence. I was super insecure. To this day, I'm still fucking insecure about a lot of things about me. My looks, my voice, everything. And so I envied her that. But I didn't envy the crux of that attitude. I didn't envy that at all. I didn't like it at all. There was a woman, a young girl, who I was jealous of, and I mentioned briefly in that chat that I was jealous of this girl in high school who she exuded confidence, and she basically got a lot of the attention of this guy who I thought I was in love with. It's puppy love in hindsight, but an intense crush, if you will. And again, now this girl, she was attractive too. I think for me, she would have been a lot prettier if like certain body parts were tweaked. I think she would have been a lot prettier now that I'm envisioning her in my head. But I was jealous of the hold that she had on this guy whose attention I could not maintain for more than a few minutes. Right? Where I held him for seconds, she held him for hours. And I was jealous of her because I had built up as much confidence as I can, and I was doing the things that, and starting to release some of that sultry and etc. side of me. And she just would swoop in and do things like write her name on his neck and take his coat and walk around and shit like that. And I'd be like, this bitch, she knows I like him. Like, everyone knows I like him. And I was jealous when she would do things like that. Because again, I didn't have the vagina to do shit like that. I didn't have the vagina to just know that someone liked. No, I know that he likes someone else, but I'm gonna fuck around with him either way because I think he cute and I want his attention. I don't have the vagina for that. I don't. Why? Because I'm all about fairness. Goes back to that ladyist mentality. I'm all about being fair. I'm all about let's play fair fights. But clearly one thing about this world is that it doesn't play fair. And, my ladyist agenda will never work because as equal as we want to be, everyone still wants to be the 60. No one wants to be the 50. Everyone wants to be the 60. They don't want to be the 40. They want to be the 60. And when it comes back to the jokes, people are feeling like they're the 40. The comedian is the 60 because they have all the power in making fun of something that might potentially hurt them. And so they feel that 60-40 power struggle or power dynamic. Wow. I didn't know how I kind of brought that shit back full circle, but either this drink is making me think hard or it's making me think the shit that I'm saying is deep. I don't know. But yeah, that's how your girl be feeling about things these days, yo. That's how I be feeling. Whew. It's really rough out here. I know it's hard out here for a pimp. I don't really know, but if you hear that crackle, that's me eating these Howes, New York Kettle Chips, Seesaw, and